Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Napoleon Total War 3 battle for you today, and the Russian Juggernaut is on the march. We have some huge, vast armies of Russians here today. We have four huge Russian armies. I think they're all 1805 to 1807, I'm pretty sure. They're all of the same period. So it's like the Austerlitz sort of armies that are here today of Russia. So it's like sort of that early war period for them, really. But they are facing, we have a French army here of 1809 to 1812. We have Werdenberg. We also have Denmark, and I'm pretty sure the final, I actually can't see what the final army is, but it might be another France army. Does look like it might be, yes. Does look like it might be the case. Yeah, we have Napoleon here, and we also have Suchet, so one of his marshals. So yeah, we have two French armies, a Werdenberg, and a Danish army here today. So, yes, this is going to be an excellent one. So, can the French and their allies hold back this Russian Juggernaut? I mean, already we've had a few cavalry skirmishes, but nothing too major. Mainly over on that flank there. I think some chasseurs kind of had a bit of a scrap with some lancers, but it wasn't really worth showing. But anyway, I hope you've been enjoying the content recently on the channel. Thank you all for getting us to 2,000 subscribers. If you saw yesterday's video, then you saw the face reveal. If you haven't gone and seen that video and you are eager to see my glamorous face or not so glamorous face, whatever your opinion, then do go and check that out. And yes, as you can see here, we have some Russian artillery firing off. Looks like some 10-pounders or something like that. Are they howitzers? They might be. Yeah, they look like they might be howitzers actually. Yep, they definitely are howitzers. If they're exploding like that, they're howitzers. They've already killed a couple of Danish cavalry. It's a nice big blob. You definitely want to be taking this out if possible. And yeah, so I mean, if you're enjoying seeing all the Napoleon Total War content as well, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, as we work towards, I guess, 3,000 is our next milestone we should really be going for. And don't forget to leave a comment as well. If you're, just let me know if you're enjoying all the Napoleon Total War content, or if there's any scenarios that let me to try and recreate. Then I'm always happy to oblige and try and do my best. But here comes another volley of the howitzers. That one seemed to be just a little short. I don't know. They might have got a few hits. I don't know. But they certainly want to move all their cavalry. But there you go. I can hear Russian cavalry coming in. They're trying to take out this artillery here of the French. And they probably will do just that. There's some Kazaki. I guess it's like a lancer from like Kazan. But you got some Danish cavalry coming over. We also got some. I have no idea what this unit is. It might be dragoons. Yeah, these look like dragoons, or the hussars. Actually, they might be hussars. So yeah, good to see that the Russians are getting some early sort of kills, and they've routed some artillery there and destroyed at least one of the guns, maybe both. No, the other gun has survived. So that's a nice easy start. I mean, look at the size of these cavalry units here. These are huge. We had these in the last Napoleon Total War battle that we had. It's this 9E cuirassiers. It's like it's a huge unit, 144 men. And we've got the other Royal cuirassier unit here. So these are some big units. And they're going to be a really, really big threat to the Russians, who I'd say their cavalry is probably not as great. They've got cuirassiers probably dotted around. I mean, look like they've got mainly hussars at the moment. Dragoons here. Yeah, we've got all sorts, really. We've got lots of lancers, by looks of it, from the River Don and Kazan, etc. But it looks like it's just a lot of artillery fire in the south. But as you can see here, this is a huge Russian army, all in the red here, and it goes on forever. It goes all the way back there. You can see in the back there's a whole other army just still appearing. It's pretty insane, the size of this. I mean, looks like Werdenberg's coming in. He's going to try and get a kill off here on some cavalry here, or maybe go for this artillery. Maybe he's going to try and get some revenge on behalf of the French. But surely they won't allow it. It's a Jaeger cavalry, so I guess it's light cavalry. Yep, it looks like it's going to go for the charge. But I mean, they're going to meet in combat here. And yeah, I mean, that's a decent charge. I'd say that the Werdenberg's probably going to come out and win that. Yeah, here we go. He's got a problem. It's 2v1. How that unit broke there, I have no idea. They are going to get to the artillery. And these dragoons here, or the Chevaliers, are going to force the one of the artillery pieces units like run. Yeah, the cavalry's breaking. And the Russians haven't sent a lot of cavalry over here to try and defend this gun. But yeah, this unit here, this Jaeger cavalry unit, I guess just came a bit too close and got shot by either artillery. I actually don't know what it got shot by. It was over here. And it just got, I guess, yeah, it was the artillery shots. Like, it was its final act before they got run down by cavalry here. And this is, yeah, this is all cavalry, but I think one of the guns has broken. I'm not sure. The crew's certainly run off. No, there it is. The crew's still here. So, I mean, they kept the crew alive. So, I mean, it wasn't as great a decisive victory as, say, like the Russians on the other side. It looked like they are going for another attack or going to go for something else. They look like they're going to try something. The cavalry's just being very skirmishy. I don't know. This is a tactic that a lot of Napoleon Total War players use. The cavalry's the way how they're going to initiate the battle. But I mean, this cavalry coming up on its own, alone, is not really how I'd want to be fighting a Napoleonic battle. You want a cavalry to basically find holes in the line once your infantry's engaged the main army. But also, they seem to be outnumbered in cavalry here. There's a lot of cavalry, and obviously this is the huge cuirassier units are over here as well. So I certainly, if I was the Russians, would not be engaging this, even with their dragoon units. And you can see there's the sharpshooters here are getting some shots off. They look glorious. Hiding in the long grass. It surely won't be too long either till the main lines do engage. I haven't really seen any of the infantry really for the French. The Danish have got most of theirs. It's now exposed. And Wittenberg's just appearing out of the woods by the looks of it. He's setting up most of his army around here. His guns are starting to fire on the Russian positions. Taking out some of this cavalry here, some of these dragoons. As you can see, the Wittenberg is starting to appear. As they also start to disappear. But these are some light infantry. They look awesome. I really like that colour. That's a nice uniform, but I can hear more cavalry charges going off. I can't stand and admire by the looks of it. The French look like they're coming forward. The French are indeed coming forward. They're coming for this lone infantry unit here. Looks like another light infantry unit. It's going to try and form square. And it's going to get... Look at these, like, cuirassiers here. They look awesome. That officer unit, especially. Like, that officer model looks amazing. And this is, this must be like the Royal... Oh, no, it's Carabiniers. Oh, these guys are even nastier than the cuirassiers. Carabiniers. They're like in gold armor, but the Allies have captured a building. I presume it's this farmhouse here, right in front of us, yeah. But yeah, these Carabiniers, let's just have a quick look at them. I've not actually seen their model yet. But they look glorious in their gold armor, which is the only difference they really are to cuirassiers. I guess they're also a bit more elite. But you can see here the Danish are kind of getting their flank turned and having to turn a lot of their army to face just the cavalry. As you can hear like constant like trumpets going off. As you can hear the Danish drums as well. The Danish drums are going. March to the sound of the drums, men. Oh. If the Danish and the English fought each other, or the Danish and the British, I should say, fought each other, it'd be very confusing. Red on red. Not blue on blue, but red on red. Though, I don't think at any point they ever fought on the same side. The Danish always seem to fight with the French, and always seem to get their ass handed to them, to be honest. They lost their fleets on several occasions, and it looks like aggregations over here. This is certainly tempting for the French and the Danish who are here. They could definitely engage most of this cavalry and get a general here, and they could take out Peter by aggregation if they wanted to. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, and someone will definitely correct me for it, but if I pronounce everything correctly, would that be interesting? It's more fun if people can correct me, I'm pretty sure. It gives you purpose in the comments. As you can see here, we've got some shelling going on. This light infantry unit's having a hard time. First it got charged by Carabiniers. Now it's getting shelled by French artillery. I mean, the units behind are also having a hard time by the looks of it. They've got more light infantry and line infantry setting up and getting shelled. And you can see they're hiding a lot of the units behind this farmhouse. They're quite concerned about this artillery position up here. And already the farmhouse is starting to engage. We've got some grenadiers of the line coming up. We've got more, lots of line infantry as well, but these grenadiers of the line. Oh boy! They look glorious. With the eagles on their hats. And the flutes and the tunes going off. Oh, it's just awesome. The Napoleonic period is by far and away the most glorious period. Just absolutely glorious uniforms. Drums, flutes, you name it, they had it. And just awesome line battles. And here we go. The first line battle has begun. We've got some light infantry here. Opening fire on the line infantry. It's not quite in range yet. You can see the French just off there in the distance. Getting ready, and they look like they're going to storm the building. The grenadiers of the line already going in. They're having no nonsense about this. They're going straight into this building, which is defended by some musketeers of Moscow. And yeah, this light infantry here is also going into combat. Oh, we're having a bayonet charge. And they go, like, focused down at point-blank range. And these grenadiers of the line have been stopped in their tracks before they can take the farmhouse. But they're going to probably rout these poor light infantry. And like, look at this volley. These tirailleurs are doing some nice jobs here. Oh my gosh, they're just firing off like rapid fire. Like someone's giving them quick reload. We'll close that for a moment just so we can have a glorious look at this line. That looks amazing. And then the French close in the back. And the Russians are responding now, and you can see the Russians and the French fighting it out. The Grenadiers, I imagine, will win that, but the Russians look like they're going to spill more in here. And the fight's going on outside the building. Looks awesome. That officer there just stabbing someone in the chest. And the more musketeers arriving to help this fight. If you think the Grenadiers, the line might be about to rout here. Look like they're going to get kicked out of this fight. But the French and the Russians really have fully engaged. And it looks like the Danish are about to do the same on this far side. I hate to leave that other side because that was an awesome fight going on. But yeah, it looks like the Danish are about to engage as well with the another Russian army here. But we'll quickly come back and just have a quick look. It looks like the French are going to give some ground. They don't like this. Their Trilliers, I'm pretty sure, are going to be like light infantry. They're the cousins of the Emperor. It's their units, they're called. We got some light infantry here as well. I don't know. These guys might be treated as line infantry or light infantry, but I'm pretty sure they are light infantry in like the base game Napoleon. And you can see more howitzers going off. And it looks like the Russians have held the house. So they are still losing morale and numbers. Looks like they're still fighting in here against something. I don't know. Oh, it's just the retreating Grenadiers as they come out. Okay. Yeah, they're the French have lost a few units there, but they've still got plenty. And it looks like they're really focusing down this small area here. This, I guess they're fighting for buildings in this battle, along with most in Napoleon Total War 3. So as you can see on the mini-map, we have like a building here worth 4, building here worth 1, another one worth 1 here, which the Russians have just taken. This one that we'd be mainly focusing on worth another 1, and there's 4 back there. But yeah, you can see the Danish have now engaged. They're kind of outnumbered here though, 2 to 3, sorry. But the Danish don't care. They're about as mad as the Russians, apparently. I just love watching the volleys. Let's have a volley, men! Volley! The officer's just like, don't mind me, I've got a sword. That'd be the worst. Oh yeah, they are really like destroying these units here. The Russians are having a hard time. I guess the Russians possibly are like not as good as like volley fire, but they're really good in combat. I don't know. I feel like there should be something they're given, but apparently not. It looks like the French really are like joining up with the Danish over here with their cavalry. And this is a Danish cavalry flank. I wonder if this is like 2 players of Russian cavalry. This must be. Like, no player brings this much cavalry on their own. Surely not. Maybe they do. I don't play Napoleon Total Wars 3 as much as I should, being such a massive Napoleonic fan. But you can see, the Russian armies are still sort of getting into position. We've still got a lot of reserves appearing. It looks like we've got, it's going to be like 2 armies in the center here for the Russians, as this huge line battle begins. Look at this. This is just like, you don't see this in any Total War game anymore. Just a huge long line. Oh. I know some people hate me getting rid of the mini-map, but I feel like sometimes it just gets in the way. When you want to watch a great line battle, and you're like, look at all this, look at this. Just see the white uniforms of all the French. Looks amazing. You got the National Guard here, like the militia up like side by side with the Trilliers here. I mean, look, you can see like line after line, rank after rank of French. This is going to be a stern opposition, I won't lie. Oh my gosh, it's so good. These Helvetia, these like the they're like from the Swiss area. I'm pretty sure the Helvetic Republic, which is what the Swiss became basically. I guess that's kind of what it is, the Helvetic. But yeah, the Russians are getting really close. This is like going to be a murderous firefight. The closer you get, I guess, the more casualties are going to be taken. That's just common sense, really. Yeah, you got the Swiss unit here as well. The Swiss. They're going to make an attempt to take this farmhouse. There's only 58 Russians in here. I mean, there's more outside, though. Here you go, though. They're going to storm in. They're like, give them covering fire. I wonder if these all the units here queuing up, ready to try and have a go at taking this farmhouse. But this is a huge French line. Can't even see what's going on, the amount of smoke. And they're repositioning. Looks insane. It really does look insane. And there you go, a cavalry charge coming in. They're going to try and ruin this. What is this unit? It's I don't know. I have a clue actually. But it's like it looks like it's a dragoon or a cuirassier unit. I'm going to go with dragoon. And yeah, they're trying to get in the mix. I don't know if they'll have like enough men, to be honest. They realize the Russians are losing this this fight here. And yeah, look at this huge line. Like the Russians are really pushing up now. And we've got a huge cavalry fight on the far side. Looks like the French have got the courage to go up and fight with their huge cuirassier units. The Danes are sending their own men. And it looks like the dragoons for both sides and the hussars for both sides are fighting it out. And this is going to be a huge... This could decide the battle basically pretty early on. Like, this is so much cavalry. Like, cavalry's so huge in Napoleon. And there you go. Like, you can see here, the more cuirassiers joining this fight. This is an absolute, like, cluster of cavalry. And it's just, you can see, like, all the different uniforms, the Russians, the French in there, and the Danish. Looks, I want to say that the French took the day. You see that the cavalry, it's not routing, but it's in retreat. And like, there's a lot of Russian units that are cut off. They've got infantry units really deep in enemy lines. And you can, oh, look at this poor square unit here, this light infantry unit. It's just like possibly about to get cut off. There's so much cavalry here. I mean, the Russians sending in their cavalry again. Bagration is very close to the front lines. Need to be careful. Yeah, this huge cuirassier unit is probably what's saving them. You can see more cavalry coming across from the center. They're just like desperate to win this. They might need a line infantry just to fire some units in here, but you can barely. There's just so much cavalry, and everyone wears every sort of uniform. So, like the people in light blue at the moment, if they all reappear, the people in light blue and yellow were the Russians. They're kind of like all here, and obviously the cuirassiers in their famous blue and silver. They're like cuirass, but they have actually scared off the cavalry. So they've done a good job there. So the Russians just about held on with the. Like by their fingertips, really. And yeah, these dragoons here look awesome. They're in their nice dark green. But yeah, it's these ones, the yellow and blue. That's an interesting color for Russia. But going back to the main infantry line, it looks like there's been a bit more of a scrap over here. Looks like there's been cavalry sent in, some cuirassiers here, also getting sent in. Another huge unit, 106 men. And they look like they're going to counter and attack the Russian line. And here we go. And they're going in. This cavalry charges aren't as epic as in like Attila. It's really sad. They are forcing back these Prussian musketeers. That's an interesting like combination. But yes, I mean this is an absolute mess. This is where like most of the fighting's gonna go on. See all the French bodies just lined up here. There's this long white line. I mean there's gonna be loads into there as well. And it looks like the Carabiniers came back for a charge. I kind of missed that, but they have routed the musketeers in reserve here. But the Russians still hold this farmhouse, and it says there's 44 men in the building, but there's actually 129. But yeah, the Russians are just about holding on to here. We've not really looked around the far side. Wittenberg's yet to really engage. This Russian army here looks like they've not had much of a fight. Wittenberg's kind of gone back into hiding, almost. You've got like one unit around here of Jaegers, cavalry. Looks like you might be going for some artillery or for some cavalry here. But this Russian army also, I feel like he's transferred a lot of his troops to this front line. I feel like he's been forced to. Because there's a lot of French here. Oh my gosh, they have so many reserves. I feel like the French two armies are here, but the cavalry for the French is on the far right. And the Danish are on the far right, really. And like the two French armies are taking the center. And their allies are on the flanks. Which is possibly not a bad idea. Get the French powerhouse in the middle. Try and punch a hole through, and then go from there. But we'll try and get another volley. Let's see, just like the artillery shells going off. Oh, that's so glorious! It's so glorious. Just, oh, it's beautiful. Another volley, men, for the Emperor. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, the Russians replying with their own volleys. The Russian Prussian musketeers. That's a cool unit. I mean, what is it? I've yet to actually see any cuirassiers for the Russians. I don't think they brought anything. The best they brought was dragoons. Oh, here we go. Wittenberg just appeared out of nowhere, and his Jaeger cavalry has gone in and is overwhelming this artillery position here. This is some good artillery. This is a 12-pounder. Look at the size of that gun. Yeah, it's a huge gun that they've just lost there. I mean, the crew's just about to survive, but I don't know why they didn't persist. I guess possibly this Ullans here, are these guard Ullans? I don't think so, but they just like Gavardia Ulyana. I don't know pronouncing it, but the Russians here are massively outnumbered. We are like looking from the Russian perspective, so we can see all of the Russian forces. So they have 4 light infantry and a bit of cavalry to face basically an untouched Wittenberg army. You can see like the lines of Wittenberg troops appearing. They're glorious, glorious, like Bavaria. Like this is the German style, like based off the Austrian army. Like the Bavarians, Wittenberg, just about everyone uses this sort of style of helmet in the German regions. We've got some Jaegers here, some dismounted Jaegers, getting some shots off these sharpshooters. Gonna get the first early kills. Very accurate, but and they've got good range. But there's very few of them in a unit. There you go. And it doesn't sound as great when they put a volley off. Not like the line infantry over here, which is still, those line battles still going on. Looks like there's been a bayonet charge, possibly, or another. Yeah, there's been a bayonet charge here. The musketeers have gone in for a bayonet charge, and they are trying to break this square here. They're also went for a carry charge with some dragoons, or is this? I don't know what unit that is. I think it is dragoons. But yeah, they're going to get countercharged by chasseurs, cuirassiers, all sorts in there, really. And this is just an absolute mess, is this battlefield. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that it's like turned into such a chaotic mess. Like true Napoleonic. Apparently victory is soon to be theirs. I don't think so. There's so much of the battle still to go, really. I mean, I guess they hold more of the buildings, so that's like why they're thinking, oh, victory's going to be yours. But I would say no. There's like so many more troops like to kill. I mean, the Russians here are making a huge offensive. We have not really paid attention much to this flank, but they made a huge offensive onto this cavalry flank. And this could be why he's saying glorious victory could soon be yours, because this cavalry force is huge for both sides, or it was anyway at the start. This might be where the cuirassiers are. No, there's still no cuirassiers here. So yeah, the Russians don't even need cuirassiers. Their dragoons probably are just as powerful, to be honest. But yeah, they are just trying to break this. I'm going to say they're lifeguards. I think they're most of the Danish lifeguards. But yeah, this is a huge, huge amount of Russians. This Russian infantry is barely touched as well. This is a big unit. Wow, that is a guard unit. That is a guard unit, and that is a good-looking guard unit. Oh boy, rank after rank. These guys are nasty. Russian guards. They're Austerlitz. They got sent up in like the final wave, the final last gasp, and yeah, they still couldn't make a dent into the French. And you can see here the French front line has been destroyed. You've got some dragoons here breaking most of these infantry. What else have we got here? We've got, it looks like more cavalry, all just going in. This French line is huge. We've got so many units. This must be a full stack of French, really. We've got dragoons in here, all sorts. It's just, oh my gosh, it's huge. A general is under attack. Whose general is under attack? A Bagregation. Oh no, this isn't Bagregation. This is Gudovich. He's been shot at, I think, by artillery. Nothing interesting, but yeah, you can see. I hate to zoom in sometimes, just like so you guys don't miss anything. But you can see, like, look, like the mess that's going on here. The French front line, which is kind of here. I mean, they're actually the Russians are just crossing it. Really, got obliterated, and I think that's one of the French armies gone. Well, or part of the one army gone. There's a lot of Guard National back here, so these aren't actually great units. And maybe like the two armies were very much intermixed, intertwined, and they had like a load of Guard National as reserve. But it's most of that's what's retreating. The French actually look like they've been pretty soundly defeated. I mean, they've still got a fair few tricks up their sleeves, I'm sure. The Danish are still holding this line, which is a bit unhealthy because the Russians are about to push by, or their cavalry is, and their infantry's not far behind. The French are like sort of holding on with like the square formation here. What's this unit called? It's called the oh no, it's this one here I was looking at. The Infants of Paris. But yeah, this unit here of the Piedmont unit is holding this like flank desperately for the Danish, as the Russians push forward. Really, but yeah, the Danish are just about holding this line. And for some reason, the Danish guns have gone quiet. There you go. I guess that's just a little glitch that comes in occasionally, but yeah, this is what we've got here. We've got more infantry just firing, and we've got another cavalry charge coming in. They're going after, it looks like what's that? Oh, it's a Danish gun. Oh, that's a good target to go for. 3-pounder gun, and it's about to get taken out by some Russian cavalry. There's more howitzers shells just go off everywhere constantly. As you can see, the Russians really are heavily flanking the Danish now. They really need to fall back. And look at that. That is an encirclement and a half. This Danish flank here is just getting overwhelmed. And we've got more line infantry trying to form square. They're going to try and stop. I mean, you can't stop the you can stop cavalry with a square, but all this infantry, possibly not. The Russian Juggernaut just goes on. It goes on. Let's have a quick look and see how Wittenberg's doing. He could be the savior for the French and their allies. He is facing a very small depleted army of, well, not even depleted army, but just a small section of a Russian army. It looks like the Russians are in retreat. I mean, they're going in for a bayonet charge here. Taking out some, trying to take out some light infantry. Light infantry is trying to retreat. And he's got out of there pretty untouched. And then we've got a general killed. Whose general has been killed? It looks like it might be the Danish general. Yeah, I don't know where he is. It must be, I'm there, yeah. Frederick af Hessen Castle. He's been killed in this mess that is here. Guess he was sent in to try and rally the troops. And he's ended up breaking his entire army. And you can see here the Dutch, not the Dutch, the Danish are in full retreat. And that might be the Danish out of the game, to be honest. It doesn't look like the Russians are going to allow the Danish to get out of here. They are just running down any breaking troops. And this Russian army is basically untouched. It's got so many troops left. It's like this guard unit's basically untouched. Most of his infantry. It's mainly like his cavalry that engaged initially. And he's just having a good time, really. Got some Danish artillery crew coming up. Go and face one of the guard units. Oh, poor them. You can see they're going in. And yeah, that's going to be them dead. Yeah, Wittenberg is threatening the Russian rear. The Russians might want to start thinking about sending troops back that way. But I guess advancing is the best form, like, of... I don't know. They sort of look like they're retreating, but they're actually advancing, so... They're just like, we're advancing in the wrong direction, is what these Russians are thinking. Really, we should be advancing, like, back towards our own lines, but no. I mean, the Wittenberg's done a really good job. If it is for buildings, they could just send a unit round and they could take this building here. We'll bring the mini-map back up. But as you can see, the Russians are kind of encircled now. But they're not encircled by much, to be honest. The French are basically gone. They keep retreating, which just sounds like typical French, to be honest. It seems like their units just... Well, they're having a hard time to rally, put it like that. They are not rallying. But yeah, the Russians are surrounded, in fact, at the moment. By mainly the Wittenberg troops. But yeah, Wittenberg, I mean, they could take this 4 point over here. I think they have already, or they're going to. They've got some guns up here. Don't know why they're sending a gun unit here. They don't really want to capture it with a gun unit. But they could, like, the French could capture this one, and then they just have to hold them for the rest of the time. And then they'd have 8 points, and no way could the Allies win with that amount of points. If it is for points, it might just be absolute domination. Not quite sure. Looks like it is for just like domination of the battlefield, because the French don't look like they're interested in the buildings too much. Neither does Wittenberg. But you can see here the French are getting ready to face the army that was basically attacking the Danish, and it looks so intact. Like, how are they still intact? Have they even fought an army? Apparently so, but I mean, hardly. I mean, there's a lot of Danish troops like dead in like lying in this forest here, and there's a few Russians, but hardly any. I mean, you can see they are starting to cause issues in the rear of Wittenberg, and they are sending troops back. They're sending a lot of cavalry, sending guns back. Oh, these guns have been trained on this. Oh my god. Yeah, did you see that? They just fired into the square here. This is a Jaeger Guard. So it's like a guard light infantry unit, I guess, almost. But they look awesome. And they've got cavalry over here. What's that even attacking? Oh, it's attacking a light infantry unit. Yeah, Wittenberg is now facing a bit more of a resilient force, so Russia is starting to send more and more troops back, all the Russian players are. And there's artillery back here as well. These howitzers have been a constant issue all game. We'll have a volley from Wittenberg, please. Thank you, thank you. And I mean, Wittenberg is trying to counter this cavalry, I think, with the sending in light infantry to charge him. I think he should really push on these guns. They're probably causing a lot of issues, as they're probably about to get another volley from them. Very nice, very nice. And yeah, I mean, this cavalry still here is not being sorted out. Where is the Wittenberg cavalry? Is it dead? It might be. They did have a lot of early skirmishes. Looks like it is. Looks like Wittenberg is without cavalry, which is a real shame. So he's having to rely on infantry to try and give himself a chance. But his infantry is fairly fresh, which doesn't give him that advantage. The Russians have been fighting for quite a long time at this point. As you can hear, the howitzers going off again. I'm sure that's not helping. Got Landwehr back here. This unit's not great. I mean, you've got artillery still coming up. Karl Friedrich von Körner. This is an artillery general or something? Don't know. Looks like Wittenberg's in retreat. You're seeing like all these Russians are starting to appear here. Like, look at all these men just being sent back in this direction. So many. All these musketeers, these Russo-Prussian musketeers. Yeah, the French just... I think they've got like 2 units left. What have they got back there? Napoleon. I bet that's the Chet, isn't it? Yeah, this is their 2 units that look like they are alive. That's it. The rest, everything else is broken for them. Napoleon, you've not done a great job this day. 1809, 1812 Napoleon as well, and he disappeared. Look at that, he just disappears and reappears. Oh god, we won't pretend that happened. But yeah, this is supposed to be prime Napoleon, or I guess, well, maybe slightly after his prime. He's still winning every battle at that point in history, so he should be winning this one. That's how it works, right? Oh, the French have got a unit in behind here. They got some dragoons. How did they get these guys in here? I do not know. Maybe they were just down here on this tree line, possibly. But this cavalry, I mean, this could be Wittenberg's hope. I mean, the cavalry is massively outnumbered by the Russians. But they might be able to do some stuff. But yeah, the Wittenberg is in full retreat at the moment. He's just getting outgunned. Which is no surprise, because he's facing almost about 3 different Russian armies at this point, probably. And here we go. Looks like the French are going to try and go for some stuff. I'd definitely try and take out these... this artillery, this artillery here. I mean, look, you can see the gun. I think the gun crew is just debating that. It's like, oh, we need to run, sort of thing. This is when we run, but I don't think they really need to. And there you go. The gunners are kind of stuck here now. I guess when the artillery here, like the artillery guys, walk off, that's not a good sign. Oh no, or are they limbering? They might be limbering. No, they're definitely running. Men are running. Oh, the cavalry. Okay, that's not the end of the world. It looks like guns are going to go off. We've got the guard Jaegers here. They're going to form square. Well, no, they're just running away, but a small section stayed behind. What is happening there? And they just keep retreating to not to Baden, to Wittenberg. Just stand and die at this point. I would just go out and take as many with you. I don't think you're going to get... Oh, I don't know. The French... Oh, the French are rallying. The French are rallying. It's so frustrating. They've actually got a fair amount of troops here that keep retreating. They've got some light infantry. They've got some other line infantry, and they've got some voltigeurs. So I mean, they've got some units. Yeah, these voltigeurs are definitely light infantry. Or skirmishers, probably. Not even light infantry. It looks like they are going to retreat to this town, this farmhouse back here, and try and do some damage. And they've got some guns back here by the looks of it, but not like masses. They've still got an artillery torpedo here. This is a 4-pounder. Excellent shooting. I don't know what they're... Well, I mean, what are they shooting at? Probably the pursuing Russian army. And this should be enough to deal with the remains of the French. We've got Russians breaking again, though. Wittenberg's not going out without a fight. I mean, it looks like the Russians are being a bit, like, throwing their troops away a bit. They're doing, like, a lot of, like, bayonet charges, which is very Russian, I guess. Look at that. They're breaking before they even get there. Shouldn't really be having to do this. They've got light infantry against light infantry. They probably win this fight just through, just pure, like, shooting these guys down. Looks like the guns came back. Oh, no, that's the other one. They've still got plenty of artillery, plenty of cavalry. These Russians should be doing okay. They need to be careful. Those dragoons broke. Don't know what happened to them. They must have just charged into a unit and broke. But yeah, I wonder if Wittenberg now is thinking, I'm going to retreat to this town. There's this building back here, and I'm sure the artillery is back here somewhere that was like walking up ages ago. Don't know why like Wittenberg bothered doing this offensive if he was always going to retreat in this direction. You see the guard Jaegers doing their bit. Oh my god, it's so loud. Yeah, the guard Jaegers doing their bit, retreating. There's like I got a few comments saying, "Oh, turn up like Napoleon Total War 3 battles." I bet they're great in their comments now with like the Russian howitzers going off. They're probably like, "Oh my god, I'm being deafened." But it's what you asked for. It's what you get. Make requests like that, you get deafened. I guess that's how it goes. But yes, as you can see, it's turning into two small battles. Really, looks like well, it looks like the French are putting up some sort of small rear guard because the Voltigeurs here. Don't think they'll win this line infantry fight. I don't think the French are going to win this fight. I thought they had a really good chance. They were just like, it was a juggernaut of French at the beginning. It was insane. You wonder whether if Werdenberg turned up earlier, they may have had a chance, because it was almost a 4v3 until Werdenberg appeared. But I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. He's on the retreat now, still. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a thoroughly exciting battle for me. And it's not quite over yet. But it's coming to its final stages, evidently, as Werdenberg continues to retreat. Sharpshooters just getting off a few shots when they can. Take a few more Russians with them. The Russians don't care. These Russo-Pruski musketeers, they'll keep marching forward. They don't mind. They've lived with being shot at their entire lives. Rank after rank. The Russian Juggernaut still comes forward. And yeah, the gun is... Just saw some smoke. The gun is up there on that hill right now. We'll have a quick... Yeah, so I mean, I don't think it'll go off again, but you can... Even if you can't see the guns, the explosion's going off. You can tell it's there. But yeah, so I mean, there's no surprise that we're going to defend this point. It seemed like a very... It's got a nice area, like, around it. It's just on the hill. You can see everything. There you go, explosion going off there. Another one there. The general here, Friedrich Wilhelm von Württemberg, he better be absolutely crapping himself, because, I mean, he's got a large amount of Russians coming towards him. And this gun keeps coming forward. Yep, here you go. Light infantry shooting. I wonder if they're shooting at these gunners. Wouldn't be a bad target. The French look like they're engaged now. Yeah, here we go. The Russians finally having a line battle with the French again. They're getting a nice little flank on here, and the Russians are going to just... Well, they're not even going to need to. They just annihilate that unit. And actually, they've got a fair few units left of the French. And clearly this is their plan, is to defend these two 4-point buildings to the death, to try and get them to the end of the time, I presume. You've got a big unit here. This is an untouched unit, really. Les Sans Coeurs. It's only lost 2 units. It's 158 men, or 156 now. It's a good unit size. Should be able to do some... I mean, we've got some more units here. Bourbon. This is lost only like one guy. 158. Yeah, they got loads of units left. They had loads of units left. I thought they did, the French. I wonder how many of these rallied. But they're now firing off some volleys as the smoke engulfs them. Another volley for the Emperor. Defend your Emperor. And it looks like the French are coming in. Not the French, the Russians are going in for a charge here. They're going to surround this unit. Dragoons, I mean, this is... Yeah, this poor unit got like isolated. Yeah, that's gone. And the general has been killed. What has happened here? Ivan Gudovich, he's got himself focused down. I presume by this artillery over here. Yeah, this 6-pounder is like trained on him. He's got absolutely focused down. And yeah, that's just going to, if anything, only just invigorate the Russians to like get some revenge here. So I think that's an arm, like one army each is also general. I mean, the Danish are already gone; they're fully like gone. But yeah, now the Russians have lost one. You can see this is a sizable amount of French defending this area. That unit might return, still to be fair. But yeah, there's quite a lot of troops left. Don't know if it'll be enough to stop the Russians. I don't know. They've got no cavalry, and a lot of it is National Guard still. Like numbers are great, but quality matters. Get rid of the split, like the mini map for a moment. Fire at will, men. The officer, you might as well get out your pistol and try and shoot something. Ah, it's glorious. And the Russians are firing back. The French could certainly flank here. The Russians are doing a very narrow formation, and well, they kind of have to. More Russians breaking. I think it's on the Wittenberg side, but they're really focusing down this area here. And we can see about 3 units here just taking on this one Garde Nationale. Not a bad idea. This is clearly a weak link in the line. These men are just literally like the old men and like the old and the young that are like left that were ineligible to go to war. And they're no match to the actual well-trained units probably. Over time they'll eventually break. Best hope they have is probably killing this killing aggregation here. If this artillery piece can get a good volley off, he can do quite a nasty job. Is that guy just... Oh, I just thought he was just sitting down. No, he got shot. Okay, that makes sense. He just got shot by like a random musket ball. You can see here, this unit is basically on like near collapse. And there's a hole in the center that needs plugging up by the French. The French have still got a lot of reserves in. They can try and flank. This cavalry here though is waiting for just that exact like opportunity to flank, do some damage. So I mean, we'll have to see what happens. More Garde National on the side here. Literally on breaking point, these men. Their nerves are already shattered. They've seen their army break once. It's re-rallied, or what's left of it. It's not to be, I don't think. I don't think it's meant to be. And it looks like the Russians and the Wittenberg are still having a good old scrap over here. Looks like Wittenberg's actually holding the Russians back quite well at the moment on this hill, or the bottom of this hill. But I mean, once all the Russians do arrive, I mean, well, actually, this is mainly it. There's still a chance. You know, these two sides are fairly even. And since the Russians kept sending up their bits bit by bit, they really need to just go in, swamp them, overwhelm them. Go in with full force or nothing. They've still got a unit over there as well as Benningsen, one of the generals of the Russians. Back on the French side, looks like the French are, well, you can see that there was a charge. They've charged forwards. On the National Guard and another unit broken. Now they can just look at this. This is going to be a nasty volley into the side. Yeah, into the side of the unit. And that is going to cause a lot of issues. And I can hear like, oh yeah, the Russians are going in for a charge. That's what it is. Russians are going in for a charge. Won't allow them to set up. And I imagine, yeah, the French are going to break there. They're going to then break probably when they get charged inside of this Bourbon unit. Going to try and reform, but it's going to get caught. It's going to get shot at by the troops in the front line. It's going to get attacked on the side. What we've got coming in here, another unit of the Sanquairs, or whatever it's called. The French are going to advance here, and it's not a bad idea. Advance and flank them. I mean, they're going to take a lot of hits as they march forward. And a lot of this is Garde National, though. And the cavalry's coming forward. This is a last-ditch attempt, really, by the French to try and gain victory here. They could do it. It's going to be tough, though. They just need to get a general. If they can get aggregation, it might cause a lot of issues. But there's a guard unit here. This is going to be nasty. This is basically a fresh guard unit. And they're just, yeah, look at that. These National Guards, even looking at them, they're just scared. And yeah, the unit's breaking there. And that's the center of the French formation gone. I mean, the French have actually broken here while charging a 2-on-1. And they still couldn't stop this Russian unit. That's insane. And yeah, you imagine that could be it for the French. They've lost most of their army now. They're breaking inside this Garde National, I think, here. Or something's inside here. I don't know, have a clue what it is, but it's firing out on all corners and just trying to do damage while the rest of the army regroups. These trilliers, what's left of them here, doing their bit. I love this unit, it looks awesome. Yeah, cavalry coming in there, or not cavalry. I always think it's cavalry when it's a charge, but it's not. The bayonetters sound just the same. Bayonet charge is just the same. And there you go, the French. Yeah, the French position's gone. So we'll quickly go back and have a look at Wettenberg. Wettenberg is surviving longer than the French. Oh god, I think that was a friendly fire shot there. Yeah, it looks like he's friendly fire shooting his own light infantry there, trying to hit these musketeers. So that's broken there, and that's not healthy for your morale. Shooting your own men. But yeah, Wettenberg's now starting to get pushed back as well. He's getting gunned down by this like 10-pounder here. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're firing on their own troops. Oh, they're just getting in the way. I mean, they are hitting like those musketeers at the bottom of the hill. Just see the bombmen. Oh my gosh, getting absolutely obliterated.
Our men are running.
We've got some cavalry over here. Well, who's this? Oh, it's just a guard unit. I think this is a guard unit. This might be guarded cuirassiers. It just might be, I don't know, spell. But it doesn't look like they have cuirasses, to be honest. No, they don't actually have cuirasses, but they are broken. Whatever they were, they broke. I think they are dragoons of some sort. Or lifeguards. Oh, they're lifeguards. Cuirassiers, I think. I think they are. After saying the entire battle that they're probably dragoons, they look like they might be lifeguard. I really should just learn every single language in this. So, or like learn all the units, or learn the language. One or the other. Learn Russian, or just learn the units. But more units breaking. What have we got here? More Russian Prussians breaking. They've still got plenty to come. What is this unit? Karl Bangver. It's just a musketeer unit, but it's got a cool name. Very well. Glorious as ever. More bayonets coming up. Another unit coming to take its place. And a building's been taken. A farmhouse. Who's taking a farmhouse then? Okay, oh, he dismounted Bennigsen and then sent him inside to capture this house. A very interesting move. Yeah, the French. What has happened here? I thought the French have surrounded the Russians with what is returned. I mean, and yeah, the Russians are looking a bit ropey. I won't lie, the Russians are looking a little ropey. Bonaparte, he's still in there. Who is this? One of the Passeurs units. And these guards are still here, but yeah, these the French have somehow like rallied a lot of troops and are surrounding the Russians, who are short on troops. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna have an almighty bayonet charge. They're breaking. Oh, I just guard Nash have just charged. Like, don't even charge them. I mean, they are gonna break them here by the looks of it. Oh, it's gonna be so close. Bagregation. Another general who's died. Who's that that's died? It might be Suchet, I think that's just died. Yep, Suchet just died, so I wonder how much of this army here is going to break. Might be Napoleon's forces. What is in here then? It's a full unit. A Claude Legrand. It's a line infantry, basically. So they're fighting outside as well. And I mean, they are fighting the guard, and I mean, Napoleon's in here as well. There he is. Doing his bit. Yeah, you can see up there. Look at those guys. Just like, yep, we'll pick them off one by one. Let's see if Napoleon survives this. I don't know if he will. There you go. Napoleon has died. Napoleon has died, so that will probably rout what remains of the French. I mean, they might rout the Russians first, though. Who knows? The Russians are basically beaten here. It is an insanely close battle. Put it like that. It is insanely close. It looks like the French broke the Russian guards. Well done to them. With, I mean, sacrifice of Napoleon. Looks like the French might win this fight here, unless the Russians like all rally at some point. But it looks like Bagregation's going to get out of there. It looks like it's then going to come down to. It looks like Wettenberg just had a huge mass rout. I mean, he's got Landwehr left. He's got hardly anything. I mean, he's having a really rough time. I mean, this is the main force of the Russians left. surrounding the house. What is in this house? We've got the actual general. We've got some line infantry. And that's about it. I mean, we've got some landwehr, some line infantry standing, but that's it. And then the Russians are sending some guards, of course. You wouldn't send anything less. Well, I can't even see that. Oh, they're all piling in the back door. God, it's so noisy some points. But yeah, they all piled in the back door of the Russian guards, and they're just going in, and they should win that fight. I think the green is the Russians. Red is Wittenberg. You can see there, the Russians are winning pretty damn decisively. And if they can win that, they'll kill the general most likely and rout this Wittenberg army. And then they've got to go over and march and beat the French if they don't. If that other Russian army doesn't like rout. But it looks like it's almost over, really. I mean, this battle has gone on a long, long time, but it's been a very, very good one. And there you go, another general dead. That is the Wittenberg general there, and that is Wittenberg off the field. You imagine. So I don't know what exactly there is left. I don't know if these French have got to be beaten or what. But I'm just gonna fast forward, or like I'm gonna probably just do a cut. I will probably just see you guys in a moment to see whether the Russians march all the way over here. I find it hardly unlikely, but I will see you guys in a moment. So here we go. It's a final assault by the Russians on this little bit. It's only that small like section of the army that was defeated by the French earlier. The main Russian army is still on the far side of the battlefield. It looks like the French are going to probably see this off, but we have mere seconds to go of this battle. It looks like the French are going to hold this building. But I think, well, since the Russians hold like these 3 buildings, and it looks like they're going to go on and capture this building here, or they have captured this building in the rear at some point. They are probably going to win on like buildings worth, like they have 7, and the French have 4. If that's how it's going to go off, because it looks like I don't think the Russians are going to come over and beat this army anytime soon. And like I said, we have mere seconds, and I think that is probably going to be the end of the battle. It should end any second now, I'm pretty sure. Unless we're going to... Yep, there we go. A draw, but I would give the battle... I would say that the winner probably was the Russians. They were going to win anyway. The most units left. If this battle went on any longer, they were going to come over here and they would have smacked the French up more than likely. But yeah, thank you for sending in this replay. I actually can't remember which of the Russian players it was that sent this in. Please let me know in the comments. I feel really bad that I can't remember. But we'll have a quick look at some of the end results. Yeah, we'll have a look at some of the end kills, and you can see here this lifeguard. This is a Krassia unit, like getting loads of chevrons during the battle, and also got a lot of kills, 329. One of the lifeguard like infantry units getting 281. That's really good. And this is his general here. Actually, this isn't general. This is I don't know. That might be the 10 powder cannon. Actually, he got 236 kills. Jeez. And yeah, there are the rest of the kills. If you want to have a look at them. Well, I can tell you that's the person that played as Ivan Gudovich or whoever. He lost his general in early on. But yeah, so thank you for sending this replay. And if you've got any more replays for Napoleon Total War, please do send them my way. I always enjoy checking out this mod. And as always, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, bye for now.